What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to give you a walkthrough here on this recruiting database. I think we got a cool tool for you that'll really help you in your program here get organized as you're continuing to recruit kids, especially during these crazy times. So I'm excited to release this here, and hopefully this quick walkthrough will help you. We do have directions here for you, but again, this is kind of my brain dump and what makes sense in my head. So it might not always make sense for you, but it is a good kind of little backup for you. The intro video will be posted here too, but we're making it as we go. And of course, my contact information down there. If you ever need anything, feel free to reach out here. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. So we'll just give you a quick rundown, probably about 7-8 minutes here, and hopefully it'll get you up and rolling and give you an outline of exactly what we should be doing. So when you pull out your sheet, you're not going to have these players down here. I'm going to give you a fresh one, but you will have everything else. So you're going to have this field validation. This is kind of where you want to start. And you're going to want to adjust these validations. Obviously, put your own coaches in here. Your positions, if you're doing the Rashad Phillips positions, go ahead and toss those in there. You can put down to like 50. Your height, maybe you're recruiting a 7'1" guy. That's awesome. You can add that too if you need to. Your contact method, so on and so forth. And then whatever statuses make sense for you and your program, completely flexible to you. So once you set that the way that you're going to want that, go ahead and you can just right click there, hide that, and you'll be good to go. If you ever need that back, you'll see that here in that field validations kind of gray. You'll be all good. You'll also see this tab data pull in here. Don't mess with that one. That's kind of helps everything work with the script we created. So leave that alone. It'll give you a warning too if you need to, if you try to mess with it. But messing with that one could mess everything up. So after you've set that field validation there, the next thing you're going to want to do is go into your player template. You'll see kind of a couple elements here as you're going through. So we've got this high school stats. If you are recruiting a kid from high school that has data in Max Preps, you can copy and paste their player page. I pulled pages from high school, and that will update automatically. So you can see down here, and in row 19, that's all her information. For some reason, Max Preps didn't have their field goal percentage. Or if you're recruiting a JUCO kid, same thing here. You just get their player page. This is Kevon Wiggins out of Lamar. All his information here. Similarly, again, loading down here in row 23. So this, as they go through, is going to update automatically too, which is nice. If you don't have that data, or for some reason they're using different data kind of banks, you can always just enter any information that you want just manually, but obviously it's not going to update for you. And so that's kind of the elements there, and then of course all that other information. Where I'd start though is I would start to kind of theme this in colors that you want. So I'm just holding Command on a Mac. I'm clicking these dark gray sections, and I want to change these colors. I come back up to this paint bucket tool. If you talk to your graphics guy or maybe a manager, who knows, you can get the hex code for your school. As you can see, kind of as you're going through here, you can change it to whatever you really want. Click that. It's going to set that. So again, set this ahead of time because that's where you're gonna duplicate that each time you make a new player, and then it'll be kind of themed and nice looking for you by the end of it. So that's kind of at its course. So as you're going through here again, you're just gonna get a bunch of sheets with different players. So I'll show you how to make one real quick. I'm just right clicking, duplicate from my player template. I'm gonna slide it over here, just click and drag, and I'm gonna make me as a player back to my glory days. I wasn't a JUCO kid, so I'm gonna delete that, and you can see that data disappears. And I'm just gonna click on 21, highlight all the way down to 24, and I'm gonna hide those rows. So again, we don't want to delete any rows because they need to be in the correct spots. So hiding is always safe, and it gets it out of the way because I'm not gonna have any of that information. I'm gonna act like I'm Paige Becker, so I'm gonna steal her stats and I'm gonna leave it there for me, living some glory days. And then once I get that information in there, I'm gonna hide that row as well. Say I'm a 2023 grad. I'm a point guard, I suppose. I got a 36 on my ACT. Is a good year. 6'1". It's my video, so I'm gonna be number one in my video because that makes me feel better. Put my email in, so on and so forth, and then I can come down here in my program score. This is kind of just like, if you're scouting a kid, you're putting in information, you can make these whatever you wanted them to be, out of 10, so on and so forth. You can see here, it's automatically averaging my score, which is pretty cool. Coach one is going to be recruiting me, and then so you can fill out as much or as little as you have, but what you'll notice here is everything's automatically getting populated. Whoops, got to change my name up here at the top. Everything is going to automatically populate here at the top. So once you're in this list view, again, lots of things that you can do once you're having these players made, and that's a nice thing. So if I was coach two and I only wanted to see my people, I can deselect coach one and coach four. Now I can see all the guys that I'm assigned to. I can select them all back. All that's going to come back for me. If I want to rank by our program score, so I want the highest scores up here at the top, Z to A, look at me, up there at the top at 6.0. Perfect. If I wanted to rank by overall rank, by number one first, boom, now we're in order. Similarly, really with anything, if I only want to see my point guards, I just select my point guards here. So super flexible here. And then you can see here we've got all of this data if you want it. So, again, I put everything in here to be flexible, but you don't have to have everything. So say you wanted Twitter and Instagram, or you didn't want Twitter and Instagram, and you didn't need these film links. Again, I'm just holding shift to select all these. You just click and hide those, and they're gonna disappear. You can technically rearrange any of these as well if you feel like you need them in a different order. Reach out to me for that because that's a little bit more complex, and I can help you kind of rearrange those things however you need it. But that's pretty much, where we're at and how that can help you. So everything is again going to populate automatically as you create guys. You can sort by year. You can super flexible for you guys, and I think can be super helpful. Again, as always, if you need any help, if you need anything, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be here to help you. Email, Twitter, whatever is the easiest for you. We can help you out and set it up for you in the way you need it.